Happy Monday and congratulations, because this means that you completed your first weekly challenge with us. And if you didn't, it's okay, because we put the link in our description and you can go back and do it this week. Last week's challenge was to be outside in nature. So every week we'll be offering you a challenge, and then the following Monday we will recap and move on to the next one. The idea was to be out in nature for 15 minutes a day and see how that made you feel. We did it too. It was challenging, that's the point, but it was challenging because some of the days the weather wasn't so nice, and as the weather gets chillier, it's harder to get up and go outside, even though for us, that's the reason we want to live in a van, is to mostly be outside of it. And I'm sure it's busy with everyday jobs and commitments to make the time to be outside, but it's a great opportunity to find some quiet in your day, to find a few minutes by yourself or with a friend, talking, being off of phones and internet and taking in our surroundings. So I think being outside really helps us to be present as well. As you notice, like now the leaves are starting to change colors. It depends where you are, but you notice new things going on and drop into the moment. Also fresh oxygen to the blood. You've got vitamin D. There's so many benefits to being outside, and every time I go outside and come back in, I'm happy I did it. I feel refreshed, more awake, and ready to go. Sometimes we need to force ourselves to be outside, but I'm happy that we're doing it, because when we go outside, we feel awesome!
Pinto, what did you do? Look at you. It's so muddy, like.
We see the van.
We're home.
We want to hear how the challenge went for you. The point of this channel is to create a community, so we want a conversation. What was successful for you? What was a little bit hard? Maybe it's the duration of time spent outside, or trying to find a place in your day for it. So please share in the comments. Any questions you have, you can send us a message. And now we're on to this week's challenge. This week's challenge is home cooking. It doesn't mean you need to cook every single meal at home. It really depends what your current cooking habits are. For us, we try to cook a lot, but we just got back from Portland, Maine, where we went to a bunch of restaurants and bars and overindulged. And now we're wanting to get back to home cooking and eating the foods that we know what's inside. So that's the thing about when you eat out a lot, is you never know what's in there. You never know what kind of oils they use. There can be trans fats. There can be a lot of garbage. And this way you can buy your own ingredients. You can get organic, fresh stuff. We just got a bunch of good veggies from the farmer's market. So we're excited to implement this challenge. Let's start with if you don't cook at home at all. Then I just want you to cook 3 meals at home this week. 3 meals if you don't cook at home at all, and see how that makes you feel. And it's a great way to share food with your family and friends. Instead of meeting out for happy hour, you say, hey, I'm gonna cook something at home instead. If you cook at home a lot, say you cook dinner every night for your family, but you find yourself running out to grab something, take out for lunch when you're at work, pack your lunches. So you can make your food ahead of time, pack the lunches, and that will be home cooked, probably fresher, more healthy, will be better for your body. You can also food prep at the beginning of the week. We always cook a whole bunch of beans and grains, stuff like that, to get us through the week that we know we can put into anything at any time, because sometimes it's hard to cook every single meal. It's time consuming. It's when you're tired or really hungry. Right now I'm super hungry, so I just want the food to be ready already, but it's not. We have to make it. But when you connect with your food in that way, taking the time to cut your veggies, to look at your food, to smell it, maybe you picked out the veggies fresh from the market, your body takes it in so much better. Today, we don't have a lot of time to cook lunch. It's already late and we're starving, so we're going to cook something fast. We have tempeh, so it's a fermented soy protein, which is really good and easy to cook. We've got avocado, it's a cute little one, and some greens, so it's fresh kale, weird ugly tomatoes that probably taste great. And do you know what these are? They're eggplant and they're orange, so we're gonna see how that goes too. So you do it. Cook your foods as much as you can. Tell us how it goes. We want to know, what are your favorite ingredients? What are your favorite foods to cook at home, and how you feel when you do it. So as always, live and eat wildly well.